Medical grade oxygen is a pure grade of oxygen that meets pharmacopoeia standards. So medical grade oxygen consists of a minimum of 99.5% oxygen. Other contaminants are also measured, such as moisture, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. So the reason that industrial oxygen can't be used in place of medical oxygen in an emergency, for instance, is that there's no guarantee of what's in that cylinder because it's not a licensed medicine. So medical oxygen is actually a licensed medicine and it's governed by the MHRA. So an oxygen cylinder can be identified initially by its colour. So an oxygen cylinder is pure white and the shoulder of the cylinder is pure white. It'll also have a product label on it which states exactly what the cylinder contains. Our oxygen cylinders currently have a 3-year expiry date and we would contact each customer before the expiry date and arrange for a replacement cylinder to be delivered. A Nitronox cylinder can be identified initially by the cylinder colour. So the shoulder of the cylinder will be quartered in blue and white. The blue represents nitrous oxide and the white represents oxygen. There'll also be a product label on the cylinder and that will describe exactly what product is contained within that cylinder. We would recommend that the checks on oxygen cylinders would be checking that the gauge reading that the cylinder has sufficient amount of gas for an emergency. If you think that you've damaged a cylinder in some way and there is visible signs of damage, that cylinder should be labelled up or tagged and put away so that nobody can use it, and the supplier should be contacted immediately. The supplier will come out and swap it for another cylinder. So because medical gas suppliers are regulated by the MHRA, there are certain bona fide criteria that has to be met before we can supply customers. The criteria include certification that shows that the customer's been through a first aid course which includes the use of medical gases or medical oxygen. Alternatively, a doctor's registration details such as GMC number and name, or nurse or paramedic.